Dear friends, all of you gathered in the INEE Global Conference in Istanbul, very warm greetings from Norway. God bless all of you. There are 75 million children worldwide who do not go to school. 40 million of these are in conflict-affected areas. If we are going to have any chance at all of achieving the Millennium Development Goals, then it is going to have to be through our concerted efforts that we ensure that those 40 million children get educated. Injustice anywhere upsets me deeply, and God has always inspired me to fight injustice wherever it occurs. Nothing can be more unjust than denying children their right to education. If we want genuine peace, then there is no question at all that you must have justice. And how can we expect children to learn to be just, to be fair, to be tolerant with one another if not at school? So we deny 40 million children the opportunity of gaining this knowledge. How could anyone even pretend that this is just? Let us end this injustice. And where is the best place to begin, if not immediately at the end of conflict? The future for these children belongs when conflict ends. Education is wonderfully an investment in children, not in infrastructure, not in electricity, not in disarmament. It is in people, a fundamental building block for any country that has just emerged from war. It is investment in continuity and stability. We have a chance to make 2009 a turning point, the year when universal recognition of the need for all children to go to school, especially where conflict has occurred. Our children are important, and we ought to give them the chance to have a better future, to live in peace, because conflict and hatred are corrosive. They eat away at our spirits. They make us less than what God would want us to be. And we begin to see that the enemy actually has the same concerns as ourselves, a love for their children. One of the most important things is confronting adults with the enormity of what we are doing when we poison the minds of our children. When we make our children who come from God not hating. No one is born hating. We learn how to hate. And if we could give our children the opportunity of being able to dream about a world where they could play with the children of their enemy, where they could go to the same schools, learn about the world together, we would really revolutionize the world. Because God is going to ask, why did you teach them to hate? Why did you not teach them, which is what they want to do, teach them to love? Going to school, receiving an education, gives children the sense of some normalcy. You know, it's like someone trying to find their way and they don't really know how to get to their destination, and you have fixed points and a person can take their bearings. You know, when you're lost, and then you see something you recognize, and the relief. And for children who may have seen their homes destroyed with a great deal of upheaval, to have the possibility of school is giving them an area of normalcy in a world that is topsy-turvy. When conflict ends, one of the first things that could help reduce the trauma is having some of the things that you have in a normal life, and school would be a very important one. When things are in confusion, you can have this oasis of normalcy, and I think it is a wonderful idea. It can also help to give a kind of anchor to adults, give people something positive to do, you know, instead of spending too much time angry. Too often children are the greatest number of victims, and unfortunately almost always are the last in the queue of those who get help. So I appeal to you to join me in providing the lifeline of education through our efforts of disaster prevention, humanitarian response, and development. Quality education can and should be provided even in situations of natural disaster and emergency. Through your vision and collective efforts and your wonderful energy, I am confident that you will produce a set of recommendations and the will to see them through. And I can tell you, it is all going to be truly remarkable. The world is waiting. God bless you in all of your wonderful efforts to make this a better place, especially for children.